Hello and welcome. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be the start to a new series. I'm going to call this, I had a few ideas in mind. I'm trying to decide. Let's talk about what it's going to be first, and we'll worry about the name later. So here's the idea, is that I want to showcase the problems with the Decadence system when you're playing as a Muslim. And I also want to do a little bit of roleplay. So I'm going to play as a Muslim character in Spain, or somewhere in this general area. And I'm going to play with a few basic rules. I want to first mention that this is Vanilla CK2. I am playing on patch version 1.103. We're going to start with the 867 start date. And I'm only using two mods, keyboard shortcuts and interface adjust, and also the new Borders Rivers Textures mod. Both of those don't affect the checksum, that's why I can still claim that it's Vanilla CK2. So it's Vanilla CK2, and what we're going to do is play with a couple basic game rules. Number one is that I'm not gonna just imprison all my brothers. I'm not gonna just imprison them and murder them, because that's ahistoric for the most part. I mean, they didn't just do that. I'm gonna like play the game as I think they kind of wanted you to, but in the process of doing that, kind of show how it doesn't work. So what I mean is, I'm gonna land my brothers, which is like the worst thing you could possibly do, because then they end up just causing huge problems. But we're gonna land our brothers. We're going to land our half-brothers. I will always have the proper number of wives, depending on my rank. So if I have to have 4 wives, we'll have 4 wives, which would cause a lot of problems. But we're not going to start off as the Umayyad Sultan, or King, or whatever he's called, because it'd be too easy. We're going to start off as a Count, because that's just what I do. Sheikh Cadiz! It's the Sheikh Cadiz! Let's play with him. Sounds good. But we're going to do the ruler designer, because I want to do that. I don't really care about the gender, or the ethnicity. That's fine. That's just the way that they determine the pictures. I don't really care about that either, actually. You never really see it. Randomize. Let's find a good name. Alavid. Chishti. Something I can pronounce, preferably. Mansorid. Karkai. Hatimid. I can't really pronounce any of these. Oh my gosh. Hamudid. I can say that one. Okay. And we'll start off as Chief Sheikh Hassan. Sounds good. And since we're going to be starting off as a Count, we're going to want to take intrigue, because basically the smaller you are, the more intrigue you want. The larger you are, the more diplomacy you want. So we're going to be an elusive shadow. And let's pick off just a couple traits that we can use to get a few extra points. Like, say, Wounded is it's a very easy thing to take. Genius is really expensive, but it's a great trait. I just don't think we're going to take it. I'm going to kind of make this into like the Peter Baelish type character. A weak little man who will be greedy. Lustful, I think, is actually a positive trait, even though it gives you extra points. Deceitful is good, definitely. Craven, yeah, that's fine. I don't really care. We're not going to have very many vassals. Content, absolutely not, because then we would have fewer plots available. Cynical costs piety, but it's very easy to get piety as a Muslim, so we'll take that. That's extra intrigue. Cruel is extra intrigue. We'll take it, and this will be pretty easy, I think. Actually, I mean, look at that. We got base. Look at that, 31 intrigue, and we're still 16 years old. Actually, let's just do that. Yeah, that sounds good. So we'll go with gosh, that's all. Oh my goodness gracious, 35 intrigue. Sounds good. Let's do it. Okay. But, again, this is a roleplay type thing, so I'm also going to play my character, meaning that I'm not going to play a 3-year-old the same way that I'd play a 16-year-old brilliant commander, for instance. So this character here, Sheikh Hassan of Cadiz, he is a lustful, horny man. He's a greedy little bastard. He's patient, so bide his time when it comes to murdering people. But he'll also lie straight through their face. He wants to avoid combat at all costs. He's a cynical person, doesn't really believe in religion that much. I'm going to have to torture people if we end up with any prisoners, and we're going to try to plot our way to killing everyone. And again, we're going to play with those rules. So let's see. A person of my station should have 2 wives. So we have to have at least 2 wives. So first off, let's pick the ambition to get married, because that's just logical. And let's pick a wife or 2. Ooh, a strong, elusive shadow. I like that. That would be nice. Ooh, and this one has quick. Let's take both of them. Can I have both of these, please? Pretty please? I want that one, and then I also want the this one. Let's mark her as special interest. Oh, I don't even have to do it. It's 2 different people. Perfect. we'll see who ends up getting answering yes first. And we just have the... Oh, actually we have 2 counties. Interesting. That's nice. So first off, we want to probably sow dissent, because that's just what we do. Actually, no. I think I'd probably rather improve relations with my liege. I want him to like me before I stab him in the back. At the same time, we have very little territory. Looks like Gibraltar is much better as far as a castle goes. It's upgraded a bit more, larger levy, so we'll send our marshal to train troops there in Algeciras, something like that. Collecting taxes, same thing. We need money. And how about we... Technology would be nice, but it's just such a long-term thing that I don't really care. Instead, let's scheme in our liege's capital to see if we can find any plots that are happening that we can then tell him all about. Don't have to worry about cultural... Performing charity is a great way to get some extra opinion, so let's do that. We have 6 vassals right now. Now, one thing I want to mention, if you haven't watched any of my older series, we're just going to cover some of the basics. So, Muslims are quite a bit different from Christians in that they only have 2 different types of characters. There are mayors, and then there are people who are not mayors, right? So you've got your counts, dukes, kings, but anyone who controls a bishopric, or in this case it's called a mosque, they can hold that. Like, I can hold a mosque, and I won't have any kind of penalties for holding it. Whereas if you played as a Christian ruler and you were holding onto a mosque, you'd have huge income penalties, and it's just bad. So because of that, we have far fewer laws to worry about. It's just 4 laws. City levies, city taxes, icta levies, icta taxes. We also get a plus 25% tax income bonus on provinces that have a different religion than us. So for instance, if we conquer Christian lands, we're going to get this thing called a jizya tax, which is just a flat 25% boost to income, which is kind of cool. It goes away when you convert it, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's just part of the game. So anyway, alright, so no succession, we have no heir, we can go on a Hajj to Mecca. I think just about all Muslims should do that, even if they're cynical. So yeah, we need to get married. We've already got that. Good, good, good. Okay, we're gonna play kind of speed 3-ish, and we could probably start fabricating plots and stuff, doing all kinds of bad stuff already. So now I'm not actually ambitious though, so I guess I should kind of temper my expansion desire a little bit. Now the Duchy of Seville though is what we have, so I should probably try to take it from my Duke. Who owns it actually? It's not even been created. That's interesting. So the only person that could create it right now would be the Sultan. No one else controls the majority of it. So in that case, let's try to... oh, we could even just attack him outright. If we had enough piety. Who's your heir? What about you, the Sultan? Well, do we have any other plots? No suitable plots available. Okay, we'll play without him then. Okay, onwards to Mecca. So we've been married. My first wife is apparently the quick one. That's fine. We also have a second wife who's going to be coming soon. Let's take the ambition to become Spy Master, because that would be awesome, considering how much intrigue we have. Now, anytime you go on a Hajj to Mecca, you end up with a regent, so hopefully nothing bad happens. The ship you are on falls victim to a mighty storm, and you are tossed overboard as it sinks beneath the waves. Together with your followers and a few other survivors, you are washed ashore on a small, deserted island. As a person of rank, it falls on you to distribute what little food you have left. Well, I am greedy, so clearly I'm going to have the greatest amount. After a few days, another ship carrying pilgrims passes by, and to everyone's relief, their lookout spots your stranded party. For some of the survivors, it is too late, but at least you are in good health, as befitting of your great station. The lion's share of water and food has gone to you. Yeah, sounds good. Piety's mine. Or, the food is mine. We have a second wife now, the strong one. Now, I could have up to 4 wives, but in the sake of roleplay, I'm a sheik. I don't deserve 4 wives. If I was a duke, I would take 3. If I was an emperor or king, I would take 4. As you stop for camp one evening, you notice that an old man in poor clothing has made camp at the same place. The man offers to tell you a hadith, if you could spare him some bread. Oh God, I know it's always a good thing to take this, but I'm a greedy bastard, so it's just an old man. God, I hate doing that. I know it's the wrong decision, but man, as you arrive in Mecca, you change from your traveling clothes and dress in the white ihram clothing. This cloth is intended to make everyone appear the same, as in the eyes of Allah, there is no difference between a sheik and a pauper. I am humbled. Looks like our liege is at war. Let's see what he's doing real quick. He is attacking in the Umayyad Holy War for Fez. It's the looks like the... Oh wow, he's doing a holy war against the Shia. So he is wasting no time at all in expanding southward. You are now at Kaaba itself and performing the Tawaf. 7 circuits you will walk around the black stone, and each time you complete a circuit, you point to the stone and say, "In the name of Allah, Allah is great, Allah is great, Allah is great, and praise be to Allah." Let's see. So, what should I pick? I'm not particularly religious. I'm cynical. So I'm not going to shout at every circuit. I'm going to only shout the first 3 times. Although that makes me humble, which is kind of weird. Anyway, playing onward. The 9th day in Mecca, you perform the Wukuf at Mount Arafat, with the entire afternoon dedicated to contemplative vigil and reciting the Holy Quran. Cool. For a cynical person, I'm getting quite a bit of piety. A group of bandits have forced your party to make a stand. We are outnumbered, but with the joy in our heart from our pilgrimage, we have a chance to defeat them. No, I'm going to run away, because I think I'm already craven, and I'm certainly not going to risk getting injured. That'd be stupid. I'd like to be your spy master. Bad things are going to happen to you, dude. Don't you know that you just invited a snake into your court? Let's see. I am a greedy man, so I do think I should probably... Do I like kids? I don't know. I think kids will happen. Let's just... Yeah, we want money. I'm a greedy bastard. Now, we could change laws, and we probably should. The other thing to consider is that this is another big change. Normally, when you're playing as a Christian or as a pagan, you get +1 opinion with every character per 100 prestige. As a Muslim, you get the same, but you also get +1 opinion for every 25 piety. So Muslims really like characters that have piety. It takes about, what, I think 400 piety or so to cap that out? Maybe it's 500, I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's 500 piety. But I'm kind of worried about this because we're at the bottom, and he might come and siege our stuff. Also, ICTA taxes... even at small taxation, you end up with 10%, and they're not upset at all about it. Whereas with the non-taxation, they actually have a positive opinion. Whereas a Christian, they expect to have no taxation whatsoever. Okay, I have returned to my court a changed man. I am truly humbled before Allah, and I know that all men are equal and can live in harmony with each other. Cool. My regency is over. I can consider changing laws now. So, I do like ICTA taxation. I really enjoy getting... I mean, you can get huge income off all of your bishops, all of your dukes. Or, excuse me, all your bishops, all your counts, all your dukes, everyone. In fact, since I'm so greedy, let's just bump it all the way up to maximum. Costs us some piety, but we don't care about that because we're cynical. We could voluntarily give to charity, except that will never happen because it's my money. And we could demand a duchy from liege. There is no liege to be, no duchy to be given. Ramadan, it costs too much money. That's just silly. So yeah, so we do. Yeah, we'll play on speed 4, I guess, for a little bit. Now that I'm spy master, you'd think that I'd have a couple more plots. I mean, I could try to kill him. Is there any benefit to me killing him? He's getting a long reign bonus. Let's go with opinion. Do I like him? I do like him. Technically, he fulfilled my ambition to become spy master, so... Yeah, I'd say as long as I have a positive opinion of him, I'm not going to kill him. But if I ever dip below 0, he's dead. Because I can. And I will succeed. Certainly don't want to fight anyone. Go away, get away from our land. I hope he wins. He should. Oh, he crossed a strait. He's losing! You're a stupid man, I'll tell you. One of my wives is already pregnant. Oh, he actually ended up winning. Weird. Well, good job, dude. Your cynical view of all religious matters has resulted in you only observing those elements of the Muslim faith you find convenient and ignoring the rest. Some of your subjects are muttering about this lack of piousness on your part. Extra 2 Decadence. Now, Decadence is the whole purpose of this series, and Decadence does a couple things. It increases or decreases your annual income, your personal domain income, and it also increases or lowers your own personal troops' morale. The old wound is finally healed, leaving a grotesque scar behind. That's good. So, I need my own new spy master. My first wife? No, we're not going to do that. This guy, he's kind of... I think I'm going to go with the landed person. This intrigue is lower, but I care more about opinion of my vassals, so let's do that, and then let's scheme in the capital again. So the problem is if you ever get up to 100% decadence, then there's going to be a event-spawned troops disaster that happens. Decadence is generated by having unlanded male family members who are of age, and it's removed via events and also via conquest and stuff like that. So, a daughter was born. Daughters, as a Muslim, I'm not being sexist here, but daughters as a Muslim are simply marriage bait. You will never find a woman ruler in the Muslim world. They cannot inherit, ever. We have a succession law called agnatic open, which basically says that the most powerful, just not basically, what it does say, the most powerful son of the ruler succeeds, though other powerful sons are likely to intervene. The law is very popular with the children, except for the oldest. The rest also approve. Only males can inherit. So you'll just never see it. So women are strictly for marriage. That's it. That's all you get out of them. We have the Yazidi heresy in the province of Almeria. That's right nearby us. That's over here. Interesting. Why are we seeing heresy? 63% moral authority. Apparently we've lost a holy war. Somebody somewhere did. And so, oh, look at that. Looks like this guy's attacking us. Holy War for Castile. I'm not going to help because I don't want to fight, but I could try to murder him. I do like to kill people. I have a tremendous amount of plot power because I have such high intrigue. None of these people actually like me enough to join, so it's not very likely. But, yeah, I tried, so that's good. How is our liege doing on his wars? He's winning the Holy War for Fez, but he is currently not doing much there. They've embraced the Sunni faith. Province of Larida. Where's Larida? It's over here. So we're getting a little bit of conversion up here. Half of the guy's Catholic lands here are, see, there's that jizya tax. So yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to take a break here. I will see you again in the next video, so thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.